Hey there, let's talk about competing, or if you chose the right type of spare time activities, racing. Let's go. Okay, it's way too windy out here. There's no way you're getting any of this sound that comes from my mouth, so let's go back indoor and finish this video. So, yesterday ended up being a bit of a busy day, so it's the following day and I'm out for my Sunday long run. But anyway, racing. Now, I'm not a competitive person. I have done a few races like 5Ks, 10K, triathlons, half marathons, whatnot. And they have been, and even this year, my goal is to do a triathlon in a certain time. But if I was able to manage a triathlon without, a race, I would. But setting up all that stuff is not easy. And the fact that there are other people there, they help me push a bit harder than I could alone. And therein lies the main reason why I believe races are a great tool in your training. So even if your goal is to be, just generally fit or in better health, whatever the sport you have, I do recommend trying sort of a competition, because it's not only the physical aspect of it, but the mental side. For example, in a triathlon, if you're looking to do something specific, you have a game plan. When to push, when to take it easy, when to take in gels, all that stuff. And even in a 5K, when there's a bunch of people around you, some are gonna be faster than you. But the mental side of it is, can you stick to your own game plan? Can you do the stuff you were planning to? Or are you gonna, start following someone else's pace and either go too easy, or most likely what happened to me many times is you start following someone who goes a bit harder than you were planning to, and you start gassing out. So when I talk about racing or competing, it doesn't mean you need to go out there with the goal and mindset of being better than everybody else. Because in my case, never ever have I been, on the podium. Not even close. In many of my races I've finished dead last. I don't care. Like, obviously if you are at that level that you are competing to win, then even better. There you have some extra motivation to go hard. But for us who aren't at that level, races shouldn't be something you're afraid of, something to be scared of. They are fun. And one of the things I hardly ever consider in my training is sort of the preparation. Now obviously, like I've mentioned a few videos ago, we have this sort of a block system where it's 3 weeks of hard progressive work and then one easier week, which is similar to what you're supposed to do before a race, take it easy for a while. But I don't think of my kit for days in advance. I don't think about the route too badly. I don't think about the elevation, none of that stuff. Whereas when you're preparing for a race, you need to possibly take into consideration like how many days before the race you need to start resting, what kind of weather is it probably going to be, so choosing the correct kit, thinking about the nutrition, when, how much, what kind, and even preparing that in advance. Like, you don't want to try out a new type of gel in a race, because if it doesn't suit you, it shoots out of you, and that's not fun when you're focused on, you know, trying to be the best you can. So, you know, but when I'm out and about just training, if I need to take a toilet break, then so be it. That happens. Plus, honestly, it's good fun. Like in Finland, the races I've been to, they're quite small. Like there aren't thousands of people there. Maybe in some of the larger ones, but in triathlon, for example, the ones I've been in, a couple of dozen of people, like 50, 60 at most. But even still, seeing that many other people who you know are doing the same exact thing as you. Sure, they might be faster, stronger, better, what have you, but when you're going all out, it feels like you're going all out regardless of your fitness level. So seeing other people struggle, push themselves, you know, really helps me understand that I'm not the only one struggling here. Like everybody has it hard when you push hard. It really helps me sort of break down that mental image I sometimes get of, you know, am I making any progress? Am I doing the right things? Is anything actually happening here? Because I feel like even right now, this is supposed to be my Sunday long run. Next week is a recovery week and my legs are toast. We just did boxing with the kid. I came directly into my run, and as you can see, I'm walking. It's gonna be jogging and walking for an hour and 15 minutes because I'm toast right now. And seeing, you know, people going, just whizzing by me on their whatever run they're doing, sometimes makes me feel like, is there any point to this? Like, am I actually making any progress? Is anything happening here? But then, you know, in a race setting, people are faster, sure, but you can see their faces, you can see from their, you know, demeanor, you can tell that even they are suffering when they're crossing the finish line, as am I, and even they are, you know, struggling in pain when they're pushing themselves to the limit. So helps me understand that what I'm doing right now is the same thing they are doing. It's just pushing that limit a bit further on. So it's okay to struggle. And personally, I like to train alone, at least when I'm running or cycling. But so I don't have the privilege of having someone else there to sort of force me to go out for a run. But when I sign up for a race, I know that I'm gonna need to push myself, you know, as hard as I can during that race day. So preparing beforehand, like getting to know my limits, is going to help me. So that's sort of a running buddy of mine, knowing, you know, deep in that if I have no clue what I'm doing, that race day is gonna be horrible, and I paid money for that. I, you know, maybe booked a hotel or maybe even went abroad to do that. So I want to make it the best possible thing for myself. So I need to prepare.